Going on? Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. How is everyone doing this beautiful, beautiful day? Yes, it's raining like cats and dogs, but we're still alive, right? We're still here, we're still breathing, we are still able to function to the most capable abilities that we can. I see that I am buffering, and I definitely don't like that. Hey, eat, sleep. How are you? How's it going? I feel like too. um, so I just want to make sure I'm not buffering that much. Hey, J Dog, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. How was your day? My day was pretty darn okay. I can't complain. I'll give you guys a minute to let me know how your day was. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, turn on your beautiful notifications, and definitely share the links. That would be great if you can share the links in your chats. Tweet it out, tweet it out, tweet it out, or Insta it out, Instagram it out. Let them know we're about to go down and party it up all night long, all night. Yes, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and tweet this live out if I can figure out how to do that. Oh, there is a way. So yes, guys, definitely, if you can tweet it out. Hey, storage pirate Ricardo, how are you? How was your day? I don't think I saw you at all today. Let me see if I can tweet this out. Ooh, I definitely can. I definitely can. I'm gonna tweet it out, let everybody know we're live right now. Um, hmm. um, Hi, living with the Hendersons. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. Thank you for joining me tonight. San Antonio, cool. Oh, is she okay, storage? Hey, Diamond Green. Holla. How was your day today? Thanks. So you guys know I have to give you the skinny and the rundown about my day. So I woke up pretty nice and late again today. Um, I woke up without the alarm clock, and I then went on Norgus's R's channel. I was watching it, then I was able to join the panel and watch a little bit what's going on, and just there to enjoy the panel. There were a lot of great people there. I saw Eat Sleep there this morning. Um, and then after that, oh guys, yes. After that, I was talking to one of the panelists about showing their children how to do a vision board. I'm going to show you mine because, when you're teaching people anything, you usually take part and, do the outline or whatever it was. So this is what I did. This is how mine came out. If you guys, I was just doing this with the kids. You can draw stuff. You can You can do whatever you want on your vision board. And it doesn't even have to look like that. You can use magazines. You could do anything with a vision board. Uh, oh, okay. One point. Wow. Girl, let me tell you, I had to go to the Diamond. I had to go to the dentist. So guys, I had my wisdom teeth removed and I had to go to my 1 week post-op. Everything is healing fine, but on the way back is when we had the torrential downpour. And on Route 3, You can take an extension or just stay on the main strip. And I just stayed on the main strip because I figured the extension would be kind of backed up with traffic. And guess what? The car in front of me took the extension and they were driving through a lake, literally driving through a lake. There had to be at least 4 inches, no, 4 feet of water. Had to be. And they were just zooming on through. I was like, well, you better not turn your car off, because I was just fearful that, and I mean, like they were going through it fast. I think when you're going through that much water, you might want to take your time. I don't know. What would you guys recommend? Like, if you're going through a torrential downpour of 4 feet of water, didn't even know, and your car is going through, like, does anybody know how fast you should be going or slow, or if you should just try to tread the waters? I mean, that water was so high and such. It was bad. Drive slow, right? Well, let me tell you, he was like, the water's like, shh, just swishing out. And I was like, mm-mm. No, that's not gonna be me. And like, my car, I'm like, I don't want to put my car through all that kind of water. You know how they advertise your car can go through all the rough terrain and all this. I'm like, my car is not built to be going through any terrain or any lakes or valleys or hills or snowstorms or anything like that. So I definitely was thankful that I decided to stay on the main route instead of taking that, because I would have been so mad. I would have been so mad putting my car through all that water. Like, man, please. I'd be like probably massaging my car. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this to you. For real, I do that to my car because, even though it's an inanimate object, I'm sure it still has feelings anyway. I don't know. I'm crazy like that. Um, yeah, they probably should. Turn around, don't drown. That's right. Yeah. This was like a Lexus that was ahead of me. And I was just like, go ahead, play all the games you want, speeding through there like that. Um, but yeah, so that was that. And then I had some Chinese food today, guys. I haven't had Chinese food, like I said, in a long time. I think I told you guys I had an egg roll yesterday. But today I had Chinese food. I think I'm done with the Chinese food for the rest of the month. Um, See, when you're off, you tend to get off of your normal schedule and eat very differently and do things differently. And so that's what I've been doing. I've eaten out every single day so far, and I've snacked a lot as well. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm okay with that. I'm off. Um, but come back next week when I'm back into my routine, I definitely will be, you know, doing things as usual. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be to yawn like that. Um, but yeah, so this is how my vision board turned out today. If you guys didn't see it, I have my little sunshine, my little words, little trinkets of things. I'm not a great drawer, but these just all represent what I was trying to show those kids today. And like when they were learning about it, their eyes got so bright and they really went ahead and put everything on their vision board that they really wanted in out of life. And it was cool. I had a good time doing it. It brightened up my day to see how happy they were. And I only hope that they, end up looking at their vision boards and putting the intentions in there and actually seeing those different things that they want out of life to come true out of their life at this moment. And I definitely told them, hey, you can make a vision board every single day. You can do a daily one, you can do a monthly one. You can line up your whole, as long as your parents okay, you can line up your whole entire bedroom with vision boards. So like when you're looking at all these different things, just, definitely putting the intention out there, manifesting, praying that they all come true. But it's something about when you see it and start to think it, you become it. Ooh, yes. That's how it is. That's how it is. So, um, that was pretty much my day. I kept it very low key. I have not been to the gym since last Wednesday. So this is a week since I haven't been to the gym. I kind of miss it. I do miss it a lot. I will be back, going back again tomorrow. Um, and I can't wait. I hope that I'm still as flexible as I was before I stopped, well, before the last time, and I hope that my strength is still the same. I hope that everything is pretty much the same because if you don't exercise after a while, you become very, 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 uh, very stiff, and your flexibility goes. So, guys, don't forget to try to share out the link on your personal channels, like your Facebook or whatever. I'm going to do that right now. And then I will start talking about what's the point of it all? Like, guys, have you ever wondered what is the point of it all? Let's think about that. I can tell you one thing. You will find out what the point of it all is as soon as you recognize how great and important and how amazing your life is. Then things will start to reveal itself to you. You'll start knowing what the point of it all is. So like you may question, like, oh man, like, what's the point of me? Let me think of something. Let me think. Okay, what's the point of me staying at home all the time and not going out? I'm not talking about me. I'm just saying us in general, right? You may wonder, what is the point? Now, you can look at it in two ways. One, as like, you shouldn't be at home, or two, the purpose of you being at home, you need to fulfill something before you start moving around. Have you ever considered that maybe the point of you staying in that one place was because you needed to stop, focus on what it is that you needed to do right then and there? And may not necessarily be in your home, but it's just sometimes life wants you to pause right where you are and see what is going on and what is it that you need to work on or fix. So that could be one reason why you're questioning, what's the point of it all? Okay, how about education? I think we all can argue that from time to time. Ooh, I hear the thunder. I think we can all argue that from time to time. Like, what is the point of it all with education? I believe education is great because, hey, Joy Brown, how are you? Hey, welcome back. Hope you're feeling great today. Um, the point of an education, there's a few different things. It definitely teaches us discipline. It teaches us how to structure and discipline. One, how to wake up and go to school. Two, how to keep yourselves prepared. Three, when it comes to testing, how to dedicate certain amount of time to study so that you can show yourself approved. Three, socialization with other individuals of your age bracket, majority, and also those who are older than you. Respect. Well, maybe long goes those days, but it's not impossible that our kids can learn how to be respectful these days, right? We can reinsert that. Oh yeah, guys. One day I'm gonna do an etiquette class. I'm gonna do an etiquette class, Joy style. So that should be really fun. One day soon. Hey, Dad's Vintage, how are you? Oh, thank you, thank you. Um, so imagine that, guys. School has taught us so many different things. It's taught us our past. It's taught us some of our present. And hopefully it prepares us to do our future, right? I think a lot of schools should institute a vision board curriculum. What do you think about that? I actually heard of schools that actually they center around the child wanting to do a certain thing. So, like, let's just say your kid wants to be an artist, like a musical artist, then they'll do school-like activities geared towards that. But yet they'll still learn the fundamentals, but they'll be geared towards their life desire or dreams. Like, would it change much if they really are doing what they're supposed to do? I don't think so. But at least it's a special interest school where they gear and hone in mainly on that thing. So you're not learning all of the unnecessary things, right? Because what our brains are still like computer chips. We can input us a lot of things, but over time the memory does get full. It does. So again, that goes back to watching what you feed your brain and your mind, the information, the technology, the different things we listen to, see, watch. Not saying that everything is bad, and I'm not saying everything is good. What I'm saying is we have to be purposeful in what we expose ourselves to. Be very purposeful in what you expose yourself to. No one can protect you any better than your intuition, your belief, your faith. And then you have your trusted friends, families, loved ones. But you have to take care of you first. So what's the point of it all? I believe the point of it all is for us to experience exactly what our maker, God, whoever you believe in, intended for his daughters and sons to have experienced. And in order for us to have that great experience, we have to elevate. And then we'll know what the point of it all is. You may wonder, what is the point of it all? Being here on Hello World, being in the chat on Hello. The point is, guys, and I can give you that answer because I tell you every day, that we learn from each other and that we apply whatever we see or say or speak to help build us up so that we're more prepared to help others. That is the purpose, and that is the point of it all with Hello World. But you may say, oh, but I don't have anything I can offer. Yes, you do. What is it we say every night? You are not a mistake. Nothing about you. So it's going to take a little bit of you putting yourself aside to know what the point of it all is. Is it going to be rough? Absolutely, because anything new and uncertain is rough. Ooh, anything new and uncertain is rough. So that means, guys, when you are going through phases of your life and you just can't figure out what the point of it all is when it's going not so good or just very turbulent, there's a point to it. But you have to focus on, okay, I'm going through this rough time now, but what is the point? And it takes a lot for you to put yourself beside yourself and not focus on what happened or what is going on. But you can separate the anxiety and the pain and the whatever and just say, you know what, okay, let me hold back. Wait a second. I recognize that I'm going through a rough time right now. What is the point of it all? What am I supposed to learn? Or what am I supposed to look out for that's going to help me? It takes discipline, guys, because when you become very aware of who you are and whom you're supposed to be, it becomes a little easier to recognize when, hey, Let me step back a minute and see what's going on. You'll know what the point of it all is. What's the point of working? Well, because we were never made to be lazy. We were never made to just sit back and do nothing. And working doesn't necessarily mean that you get up and go to a job, a traditional job. Working could be getting up, working on your garden in the backyard, get up, mowing your grass, get up, reorganizing your home. All of that stuff is work. Why? Because it's action and it's to make things better, right? Because we're taking out the financial and material aspect of work. And when we do that, there's still value in doing stuff that does not yield money. We are all blessed to be able to do what we do. I may not know everything about everybody and what everybody does on a daily basis, but don't ever think that what you do is not significant enough, not important enough. Because if it's keeping air and a smile on your face and keeping you productive, then it definitely has a point of it all. Yes. What's the point of wars and all of these different things? Um, you know what the point is? Unfortunately, the point is for control. But we're learning now that in order to control something, you got to let it go. And sometimes control isn't always just saying you did this, you do that. And sometimes control isn't in our best interest, right? So what's the point of it all? A better human experience. Appreciating, learning to appreciate who you are. Learning to appreciate this gift called life. However way we get to experience it is still life. And we can make a gift out of anything. Absolutely. There's so many people, and I always kind of reference this back. So many people who don't get to have the abilities that we have, but yet and still, they don't complain, but they do so many masterful things. And we're like, man, I wish I could. Because they understand the point of it all. They value life. They value the experience that they get to experience because with every breath that we take in and out, it's the last for that moment. Hey, Sugar Love! Oh my goodness, I was wondering where you were. Hey, Francesca. Sugar Love, where you been? Sorry, guys. Everybody say hi to Sugar Love. And Sugar Love, say hi to everybody. I know you just did. Hey, Anna. Yeah, Sugar Love, I was asking all over the place for you. I'm glad you're good, though. See, I don't know Sugar Love that long, but you see how concerned I was? Because the point of me acting like that is the fact that I hadn't seen her live. She used to go live every single day, guys, for like her 12 hours. She was trying to do 12-hour lives every day. And so you kind of get used to that. You kind of get used to seeing her showing and representing and you know, encouraging everybody to show love to each other in the chat and also talk about various topics. So the point of it all is that I got used to seeing her. When I didn't, I got a little concerned, like, what's going on? Because she said she had a goal that she wanted to meet before September or before the end of the year. And I know part of reaching her goals, she has to be live. So when I didn't see her live, I was like, ding, 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 what's going on? So I'm thankful to see her. Yes, thank you for stopping in. But guys, I keep saying, what's the point? Okay, you guys ask, what is the point of actually rearranging your home? Because it gets us out of the habit of everything being the same. I know I keep saying that, but it's a reason why I keep saying that, because maybe some of us don't truly believe that. Maybe some of us forget that. Maybe some of us need a refresher. Maybe some of us really need to try to do it. And it doesn't hurt to repeat it because it's only for our good. Anything you don't necessarily need, give it away or sell it. Because when we start living, you know that living doesn't require us to acquire so many items. Living does not require us to acquire so many items. That should be a quote. I'm going to write that down in my head. That's my quote, y'all. That's my quote. I haven't quoted it. I haven't come up with a quote, but it just came now. See how naturally that flows? And I forgot what it said already. I forgot what I said already. Now imagine when I'm driving how this stuff happens, right? I think I posted a picture of this cream of wheat cereal box. I had like at least 5 or 6 quotes on there, like on everything. And it was hard because one, I was driving. At stoplights, I wrote the most. Two, the 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 cardboard box was a little waxy. So like, the pen was running. I'm like, wait a second, that's not what I was writing. And three, when I was driving, I was just writing and so the writing was like all gapped out and it looked worse than a kindergarten handwriting. I forgot what I said. Hopefully it'll come back. But that's a quote, guys. But you guys heard it, so go with it with however you need to. I don't even know how. I can't even repeat it because I don't remember. But at the end of the day, what's the point of having a family? Some of you may question yourselves, like, what did I get myself into? But let me tell you what you did get yourself into. You got yourself into a situation where you don't have to be responsible for just yourself alone. You get to be a teacher. You get to be a healer, a doctor. Yeah, when you have small kids, putting the band-aids, comforting. You get to be an encourager, a comforter when you have your family. Hopefully, we all appreciate that. I know times people will get on your nerves, but overall, hopefully, you appreciate the fact that you created, you and your husband, your wife, or whatever, created one or two or twins or whatever, who now are little versions of yourself just running around, whizzing around, just waiting for you to teach them something new and beautiful. What's the point of it all? Because you want to take your legacy and insert it in that child's life so that they can be a better version of you. That's the point of it all. To be able to look at your mini version and say, you know what? All the mistakes that I made, I want to see if my child can make less of the same mistakes that I made and be better than who I am. Ooh, that was a nice little piece of lightning. Ooh, I love thunder. When I was little, I always thought that thunder was like, the angels fighting the demons and stuff like that, especially when they would like bump, bump, bump. But that was just in my little head. Like they were running around fighting in heaven or something. I was a kid, let me live. That's just how I thought. And what's the point of bad weather? Why not? And why do we consider it bad? Because it's raining? Hi, it's number two. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you for joining us. Make sure you are sending love to everyone in the chat and everyone, check them out. Hey, Norgus R, how are you? Hi, thank you for coming in. Hey, Keenan. Nice to see you. What's the point of you guys being here? You know what the point is? And I receive it every day. It's to put a smile on my face. Yes. It's to make my day brighter. Yes. It's to have me looking forward to coming on to Hello World every single night. Yeah. Wait, that was off. Yes. Bam. For us to get to know each other, to help lift each other up. That's the point of it all. So if you ever wonder, and I think a lot of times the only time you really second guess or wonder is when you're not going through a good point in life. But if you're not going through a good point in life and you're wondering what is the point of it all, I say hold on. Hold on a little longer. Stop what you're doing. Think about what you're not doing. Think about, hey, what can I do? What can I do to make it better? What am I missing out of my life experience that I'm not focusing on my attention on and my intention? What am I missing? Because there is a point to everything. Good, bad, they're indifferent. There is a point. But in order for you to find out, you have to be present and in the moment and ready and willing to receive whatever it is to teach you. Last but not least, what's the point of nature? If you start taking care of nature, then you'll see what the point is. Nature helps us. You know what the cool thing? Diamond was talking. Me and Diamond were talking when we were in Niagara Falls, and she was mentioning how in Africa, she was watching something, and in Africa, the way you can find out what is good to eat and what is not good to eat is watch the pattern of the birds and the animals. Watch the berries and the fruit that they eat, and watch that one that they don't eat. More than likely, it's poisonous. So you pay attention to nature, and it will care for you. It always has been, but have we been opening our eyes to that? I also learned more recently too, right? We have our GMO foods and what they say is not GMO versus other foods, right? So again, I was just perusing things, and a lot of information that I've learned is because I just stumbled upon. But the point of it all was because I needed to know for myself, right? So there's no such thing as stumbling upon stuff, right? It was necessary for me to know at that point in time. And it's up to me to either share or look out for them. So anyway, I was watching this thing and it said, like, when fruit, right? What is always around fruit? Fruit flies, the nasty things that we don't like, right? Those nasty little animals that we don't want to touch our food, right? But guess what, guys? When's the last time you've been in a grocery store and you haven't seen a fruit fly? Almost never, right? So if the fruit fly is not messing with that fruit, then it must be GMO. I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm going too far with it, but I don't know. I remember years ago when, going into the grocery store, you lift up a banana or you lift up an apple and then, a little fly, at least one came flying out of there. You would think it's nasty, but that was nature saying, this is good. And I know everybody is all into the fresh vegetables and such, nothing wrong with it. But again, when I was younger, I stumbled upon this information that said natural vegetables, they're not as good as the frozen ones, right? Hey, Debbie, that sales. So, how they described it was that the vegetables that are frozen right away, right? They get washed and cleaned and then put directly in the freezer. Meanwhile, our fresh vegetables coming from whatever origin or region of the world just go from the ground to be washed and refrigerated. So by the time it gets to our grocery store, how many days may have passed? And is it as fresh as that frozen thing that just went directly into the freezer or something that's been driving around? You think about it. Again, I'm not knocking fresh vegetables or anything, but my choice would be the frozen. Do I get fresh vegetables? Yes, I get cabbage. I get the fresh cabbage. Um, I'll get fresh onions. Well, I don't think you can freeze an onion. Well, yes, you can freeze an onion, but I'll get those things, those type of things. Carrots, I probably would just go in the frozen aisle for a carrot, but you can eat the fresh one. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the comparison of the freshness, you know, what they said. Again, it's just information that I came across. You can take it and run with it if you want or not. Up to you. But it's helping us think about things in a different way, right? I love it. Yes. And I see the lightning flash from the side of my eye. Oh, they canned it. I do have StreamYard storage. I'm just so nervous about using. Hey, Darlene B. I'm so nervous about using StreamYard because I'm not sure how I can see the chat because I've never done it where I see the chat. I've always had the StreamYard open and then another YouTube open so I could see the chat. So I haven't tested the water. And actually, Ricardo, I was gonna go on StreamYard tonight, but then I got nervous and didn't do it. Shame on me in that nervousness. Tomorrow, I will go on StreamYard. Yes. You want to come on with me on tomorrow storage if I go on StreamYard? Yes. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I will definitely make it my intent to do that. Anna, yes, I love the lightning. That's my favorite. I'm not afraid of lightning. I'm not afraid of thunder. I think it's great. I used to watch it when I was little. I was just watching like, oh, wow. I love the way the lightning is. I would sit in the window and just watch it, light up the sky. I've never seen lightning do the damage that it has done or can do, but I've always watched it and the thunder and never got afraid of the thunder. I just loved the way it would just boom, 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 shake me up a little bit. Like the vibration of the thunder would shake me. But I loved it. Yeah, sugar, I'll do it. Not yo, sugar. If you look in the link down below, remember I was telling you I have a link. It's a referral link. You can click on the referral link and open up the StreamYard from there. It You don't even have to download anything. It's basically putting your password in. It's actually just creating a profile. So you put your email in and create a password, and boom, you're on StreamYard. And the good thing about my referral link is if you decide to go to the standard package or the professional package, you will get money off of those packages. So you can do that if you want. And then, of course, I get a little money off too, should I decide to go to the standard package or the premium um, package. So that is in the link down below, Sugar. It says something about StreamYard, and then I have a link. It is eye-catching, Anna. But what is the point of lightning and thunder? Well, I don't know. Maybe because it's beautiful. Maybe it's because it's too hot and cold at the same time and it's just like bang, 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 bang. I don't know. I love it though. Or maybe it's to create beautiful moments and music to our ears that somehow sometimes can scare us. But if we pay attention, it's nature doing its thing in a very simplistic way. So we can appreciate the lightning and thunder, or we can continue to be afraid of it. Up to you. To make you jump, yes. Ooh. Balance in the earth, absolutely, maybe. But we don't know the answer to that. But at the end of the day, there is a point of it. We're talking about it now. It's a conversational piece. Oops, sorry. Or maybe the lightning and thunder and the way the weather is could have stopped somebody from doing something really bad, could have washed out some and foiled up somebody's plan, could have stopped somebody from doing a barbecue, which a barbecue is good, but a barbecue that could have resulted in something more dangerous. Or maybe it gave a good reason for somebody to delay their plans to protect them. Or maybe it was something that just said, you know what? Since all of us are sitting here as a family, let's play a board game. Let's talk. Let's eat dinner together. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure that that scenario may be happening for some people as we speak. But isn't that beautiful? If the badness of our weather got some people to stop and reflect on their loved ones a little longer, or to even reflect on their loved ones that they may not have reflected on in a very long time because of the life being so busy. There's a point, guys. I guess it depends on how we want to see it. We can always see it as an inconvenience, or we can see it as a blessing in disguise. I would like to choose to see things as a blessing in disguise. So, therefore, questioning the goodness of something or the badness of something, I try my best not to do that as much anymore. I was having a conversation earlier, and I was a little, I was a little complaining about a certain thing, a certain situation that I'm going through. But I was reminded that sometimes you just got to chill out and think about what you haven't been doing in order for things to go the way you intended it to go or would like it to go. See, because there's an action to yield a reaction. And if you do no action, don't expect a reaction. If there's no action, you will have no reaction. So when there's no action, don't expect to have a reaction. And when you don't have a reaction, if you don't action up, don't be mad at anybody but yourself. And ignite some action so you can fuel a reaction. Yes. And I don't think I can ever repeat that again. So y'all just gonna have to play it back. What's the point of inspiring people? The point is because we all have untapped potential. And if no one is inspiring you, you will not recognize that there are untapped potentials that we all can reach. Now, what that unfolds for each of us will be different. Will you recognize that it could be a potential? There it is again. Will you recognize that it could be a potential for your greater good? Sometimes you can, sometimes you don't. But it's up to you to be open enough to recognize. See, I think what this whole thing is about is that we have to recognize that life takes a little bit of us focusing and viewing through our eyes, being slow, being appreciative, and also being very, very, very particular in the steps that we make. And making sure the steps that we make will be for either our highest good or for the good of our others. Once we have that and start practicing that, then it becomes a natural routine. And guess what? The natural order of humanity will change, all because of the work that we're doing now. All because of the intention that you're putting into your life. All because of the things that you are speaking more powerfully for your life and for others. All because you are deciding to not use certain words that will only tear you down instead of building you up. Only because you recognize now that the power of your tongue is absolutely like a sword. It can cut and kill, it can tear down, or it can build up. And the power of your words will bring life or death. You decide which way you want to go. Because we all have free will and we can do whatever we want. Absolutely. But I think you'll have a better life experience if you do the higher parts of life instead of the lower ones. So, the point of motivating each other is to see each other in a better light, to help each other reach heights and goals that we could not have done if we didn't have somebody, a little personal cheerleader on our shoulder, or that personal, hey, you got this, from time to time. Or, hey, do you need help? Let me listen. That's the point of motivating and encouraging and inspiring. Because if you inspire one, then one will inspire two, and it keeps going on. And then your inspiration can probably reach someone that can change the entire nation. It can change the entire political structure. It can change the entire heart or hearts of humanity. You don't think it's possible? I bet back in the day when there was more unity amongst the colonies and just people in general, they probably didn't think that there would be days when people would actually lock their doors, their homes, or lock their cars, or that there would be an actual physical electric car, or there would be a motor car, gas, or that there would be electric stoves, that there would be refrigerators, that there would be electricity. So if they didn't think it was possible and we get to experience it now, imagine what we don't think that's possible that somebody else will get to experience later on down the road when we're no longer available or alive. That's the point of it all. We are setting the course of the next generation, the next human generation that we will never see. So if we don't keep on putting out intentions to be for the greater good of our communities and ourselves, they will never get to experience that. Why not have them experience something that we never got to fully enjoy or get to fully enjoy all the time? That's part of our legacy. Hey, borderline waters! Yes, she loves her pineapple pizza now. Yes. It's wonderful storage. It is wonderful. Pineapple pizza. And you know what? I even was nice to her and just said pineapple pizza, but the best way to have it is pineapples with jalapenos. Mm-mm-mm. So you get that sweet, savory, and hot. Ooh, all at one time. Just a roller coaster in your mouth. Like, your mouth is just on fire, but not really on fire. But it's on fire, but not really on fire. All of that at one time. Just a little party, a dance party. No, that's a discotheque in your mouth. Yes. Come on, borderline. Let's have a discotheque in our mouths. Bump, 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 bump. But do you guys get it? Let's look at our past. They never thought that there would be electricity. They never thought that there would be so many vehicles on the road. They never thought that they would have to lock their cars. They never thought that crime would be a thing. But guess what? We experience all of those things now. And so now that we know intentionally what is possible, let us start putting those intentions as possibilities so that years from now, when there is no more joy, there is no more hello world, there is no more anything, those people will have something in their souls and in their spirits and just examples of like, wow, I didn't know that was something that they never thought could happen. Peace. You know, history will repeat itself. So maybe we're the cusp of history that can repeat the goodness that once was. But collectively, we have to do our parts. Can't just be one or two people. There's power in numbers, always has been, always will be. Look at how Puerto Rico overthrew their governor. Yeah, guys, Puerto Rico citizens overthrew their governor because collectively they got together and protested outside of, I guess, their city hall, for lack of other words, and he decided to resign a few days later. If they can do that for that reason, imagine if we all just did that collectively to inspire and just commanded that our lives be better representations than what media likes to newsflash. Because all of the good that's going on right now, they're not getting the newsflash. That's okay. But there's power in numbers. So if there's power in numbers, then media will have no choice but to newsflash all the goodness. Yes. And then maybe the powers that really be will see, like, okay, we can no longer control or dictate how people live and feel because they're too free. So now we just have to fall in line. Anything is possible. So, the point of it all is for us to have a better human experience every day. Let's keep on treating each other good. Let's keep on loving each other, loving on each other, encouraging each other, inspiring each other. Let's keep on just being there for each other. Because without each other, we're just we're just one person trying to figure life out by ourselves and stumbling along. So my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. If you ever want to know anything about what I do or purchase any items that I create, check out the links down below. There's a great book. There's actually two great books that you can choose from. If you like love, then I suggest you get the second book. If you just like a whole pluthering of like, ooh, I need to hear that, ooh, and you just want to go, ooh, on every page, book number one. And if you ever want to see any of the series that I've recorded or just documented, they're down there too. If you ever want to meet any of the channels, I have my feature channels and I also have my channels in the description below of people that I truly enjoy and admire. And nothing further than the truth. I am here every single night between 7 and 9. I think I'm definitely gonna try StreamYard tomorrow so Ricardo can be with me and whoever else wants to is fine. Only reason why I've always been by myself is because I've always streamed from YouTube. So I'm always happy and willing to have people on. Not a problem. Because I think conversations are great when we can do it all together, live. Guys, you are amazing. You are beautiful. There is no mistake about your life. All of the things that we've gone through, traumatic, all of that makes us who we are. And that's still beautiful. It's what we do with what we know moving forward that can either make the next trauma be like, you had no reason to go through that because you know better. Or the next trauma, like, oh, I went through a trauma, but I got through it fast. And I'm better. You are the difference for so many people. You are love and you are loved. You are a human being. You are a soul that has so much unlimited potential. Will you be willing to tap into it? Are you convinced that there is a point to everything in life and it's worth living? It's worth finding out, that it's worth just experiencing. And sometimes the trials and errors are just worth it because it's new, scary, and still going to give us a good outcome, depending on how we want to think of it. Love your families, take care of yourself, appreciate all the people who want to be around you and who will become around you. Appreciate them because it could be worse. You could be by yourself. Appreciate those who want to be there for you when you're going through rough times, those that want to be there and laugh with you when you're going through your great times, those that just want to be your personal cheerleader, just saying, go. And those that have made an impact in your life and are no longer there, whether through death or something else. Be thankful that they made an impression in your life. And hopefully they were good impressions. May you sleep so peacefully that you'll wake up refreshed and ready to go tomorrow to be the difference for more people. May your lights shine ever so brightly. And when you do have those down times, remember who you are and whom you are supposed to be. You are royalty. You were created for that moment to rock out and overcome. Your story, our stories, will get somebody through their roughest times. And through their roughest times may create great laughing moments. So keep on sharing, because sharing is caring. So I always thank you guys for giving me a little bit of your time. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bells, give me thumbs up whenever you can. And definitely get to know each other in the chats if there's anyone new. And that's all I have to say. Thank you, Dad's Vintage. And you know what, guys? I'm so thankful for the encouragement that you give me. And I really do mean that. I can't not say it because I do mean it. And I can't not say it every day because I have to. Because when you appreciate somebody, you gotta let them know. Because you never know when the next time you'll get to see them again. So until we meet again, thank you for joining me, Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, on another episode of Hello